How are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Okay, so we're going to talk about this Tasha K stuff. Wow, that's all I'm going to say. Wow. But before I get into that, I also want to introduce, I got my buddy today. We had to bring opinion on because not only was she helping me with this case, you guys know I work with her on different stories. I needed a third party. I needed a backup to verify what we watched. It was wild, okay? It was wild. And of course, I got Perry. Before we get into it, I wanted to congratulate Jason Lee on the interview that he did yesterday with Blueface mother Carlissa Safford. Soffel. 33,000 people he had in his chat. 33,000. Congratulations, Jason. That was a great interview. It gave us an insight and an explanation for all the madness. It gave us an explanation. I will review that video tomorrow. I was going to do it today. I'm not feeling well. So I only got about 1 good hour left in me. I've been sick all week, y'all. Y'all don't want to hear me complain. I'm running a fever, but I still have to work. But right after this, I'm done. Because last night was a long night. Also, I wanted to congratulate my friend Conscious TV. I'm watching Jason. That went an hour plus. I'm watching Tasha. That went 2 hours. And then I think damn near Conscious did about 4 damn hours last night.
It was a damn marathon.
It was a marathon. Don't you know the definition of 1 hour, part 1, part 2, part 3? No, he gonna get it done. And then there's a part 2 tonight. I mean,
it was his birthday and he brought it in right. But Jason Lee, congrats, 33,000.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to give Jason Lee props. People say, oh, he's this, he's that. People don't understand blogging. It's you got to be smart behind the camera. You got to be witty and in front of the camera. You got to get the interviews. It's a lot of work. And every time I say something, somebody called me Uncle Tom. Somebody called me Uncle Tom yesterday. Like, stop. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but child, it just rolls off my back.
Right.
But let's get into it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get into it. Okay, here they are. Last night, so everyone, before I even get started, I want to say, according to the rumors, Will Smith is very fragile. He had to deal with the after effects of the Oscar slap. Him and Jada were going through some things. He had to sit through his that book tour with his wife Jada, and so I feel his pain. No one wants to be in the public eye like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying to tell y'all, I see things different. Let me have my opinion, okay? At the same time, that was a good interview. It was a good interview. If you didn't get to see it, we were going to go over it. People are upset with
good.
Will Smith fans are upset. They said that that interview was an attempt to defame him, make him look bad, in so many words. And we'll go over it. It's gonna make him look bad. Also, Cardi B came out today. That's the article I'm looking for. She came on this morning and she said, I thought Tasha had changed. Where's that damn article? She said, I thought she had changed. You're the same person. And I'm cleaning this up. I thought you was. She said, what you did wasn't cool, but she didn't use those words. I'm just trying to, I think, because I'm full of myself, I like to think that Cardi B took my advice because I'm vain like that. I said, don't garnish her check. Get the judgment, record it. You can always go back whenever you feel like it. It's no expiration date on it. And that way, if it happens again, she said something about you again, then no one will feel sorry for her. And it is what it is. I think she was going to do that. But now I think she's going to pull the plug. She's upset. I should have downloaded, but I was in a meeting right before this. Will Smith fans are saying his private life is just that. Believe him? Don't believe him? What kind of friend is he? It's a lot. I mean, I already talked to Perry opinion about it, but a lot of people are coming to Will's aid. They're saying that he's a nice guy and doesn't deserve this. So I'm just going to tell you, I ain't even going to tell you my opinion because I ain't got time to be called an Uncle Tom again. It is what it is. Do I believe him? I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Maybe. Let's start going down the list because anybody want to before we get started, y'all?
Huh?
Does anybody want to say anything before we get started?
No, I'm just gonna say this. Like, his private life is his private life, but news is news also. That's what.
Thank you for saying that. I thought they were going to tear me up. I didn't want to say it. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's how I go. And for you, whether half the time I don't agree, but you entitled to your opinion, like I am mine, and everybody else. So, call me what you want. My wife.
Opinion, what are your thoughts on it? Do you believe him?
No.
Oh, go ahead, Perry.
Let me tell you this. I watched that damn interview. That shit was good. Before the interview, I was like, who comes out 20, 30 years later and talk about it? You must be doing something. He gave more definition on why and how it went that route, that he was trying to be a friend. Now, people will say, if you being a friend, why are you coming out with this? Well, friendships go bad, people. Let's keep it real. You could be friends for a long time and go bad. It'd be some rocky roads. But when idle threats come across, shit.
I don't know if I could do that to Will Smith, even if I was mad at him, because this man put money in your pocket for 38 years. This man gave you a life, introduced you to a life your ass would have never known but for Will Smith. People live their life differently. You're mad, you're upset.
Yep.
Because they didn't want to support you.
Well, yeah. That part, I don't know. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I think most of his beef is with Jada. You can say Will did all this, but listening to his story, Jada gave him hell.
But if his beef is with Jada, then his story should have been about Jada. He was saying salacious things to Will Smith, period. I mean, calling somebody a hoe. Opinion, do you believe him?
I believe there's some truth in here. I believe there's some exaggerations, and it's a sad case.
Wait, hold on, Opinion. We can't hear you. Got the kids in the back. It was a lot. Let's get started. For the super chat, Jada opened the door for all this talk about their sex life. Yup. Jada is just mad someone else is spilling the beans about Will and not just her. I totally agree. Also, I wanted to say this, Megan. I don't think they're suing anybody. Not Tasha K, not Brother Bilail. I don't think they're suing. I think they were bluffing as a scare tactic for her to think twice before she released the interview. They wanted her to change her mind. I just feel that. I could be wrong. Everyone don't jump down my throat. Hi, Brian. Sharrell and Perry, I value your opinions. I don't always agree, but I will always support. Oh, thanks, Brian.
I mean, because you know what? At the end of the day, that's all it is. Because when you judge somebody, you judging them off your opinion. We all have them. Some people stay in the closet with them and scared to speak it out because somebody may disagree. I'm not that person. I'm gonna give you my damn opinion. If
You
it's
know.
wrong, I'm wrong. But I will come back. Like my feelings change within 24 hours. I pretty much called that guy a clout chaser before I heard the interview. Now,
It was a good, I hate to say it. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so he basically starts out the interview talking about Jada, calling her ghetto, said she didn't have shit before she met Will. She was raised in Baltimore with a drugged out mother, and he said that when she needed money, she wouldn't hesitate to sleep with somebody for it. Child, he calling her a hoe. He's calling her a hoe. Like,
that's what he said. He said that
That's
she
what he
was the prettiest girl in Baltimore. Her mother was on drugs,
mhm.
no food to eat, no electricity. And he said that she had to use her tools and get on that back.
He did
make
say
that
that.
money.
He said
But
that.
he said, now,
He said that.
when he said it,
Mhm.
he said he understand the struggle. He said at the same time, he understand when you back into a corner, you get to do things you may like or may not like.
But he
It's just
basically
crazy.
wanted to indicate that Jada is street. She's
Yeah.
street. And what I mean by that, like, she knows the streets. She's like one of them girls, like, I understand the game. You know, she's like that. Will is not. Will's just a nice guy. Will is a nice guy. Penny, did you want to say something about her background? And do you think she was prostituting?
But now, this is where I would say some of his story might be fabricated because, like, we don't know what Jada had to endure or what she went through. And he wasn't around at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't validate that. But you know, here's his opinion.
He giving us a background of why she's such a con artist. She's a con artist. Jada Pinkett, in my opinion, is a damn con artist. And but he said that Will was the first person to cheat in the relationship. Hold on. Tasha K coughs, it's a problem. Most people just don't like her, and that's okay. But I do. Hey, I love Tasha K, and what she's doing best is the interviews. So, I mean, people are getting mad at me for giving Tasha K compliments. People are saying, she's evil, she's this, she's that. I cannot lie and say that interview was bad. It was riveting. It was 2 damn hours, and I sat there. It did not feel like 2 hours.
No. You know,
My
the whole
mouth
thing
was
with
like,
Tasha, you cannot like her personally, have your feelings about her, but we're talking about her work.
her work. We're
Her
talking about
work.
her work.
We're talking about the work. And even with her work, shit, I enjoyed that interview. Have she did interviews that I didn't enjoy? Yes. But that's why I go back to having opinions. You know,
We're
hell, I'm
talking
sure
about her
people
work.
don't like everything we say.
I would look crazy if I said that was a terrible interview and what. No, I did not leave. I did not leave. It was a good interview. She's everywhere on the blogs this morning. TMZ, they won't give her credit. They call her blogger, but she's got everybody's attention. And she didn't say it. This is his story. Anyway, let's keep going on. So he says Jada's a thug rat that comes to California and was the it girl when she first got there. Beautiful. Everybody wanted to be her. He said that Will was the first person to cheat in the marriage. He also confirmed that, yes, Jada was cheating with a married Will Smith. Nobody believed that story. Did any of y'all believe it? We knew that he was cheating on Cherie. He tried to say he waited until the relationship was over. Girl, no. She came to town and blew your mind, and you wanted that woman. Now, let's get into some things. He said that Will Smith was preparing for a movie called 6 Degrees of Separation. So I watched this movie. It's about a gay guy who pretends that he's Sidney Poitier's son. And it's not a real graphic movie. Matter of fact, when it got to the sex scene, he just leans into the camera and then you get the illusion that they kiss. But remember, they said that he did not kiss. And I think that was about the only sex scene. He said, but Will really prepares for the parts. This is when he started watching PORN to get into the mood, to get into the thing, into the character. When Will Smith has publicly said he did not want to kiss this man in the movie. Okay, so now this is crazy. So then he says they even sent him overseas to go to sex shows. Now we have those here. Why do he has to go overseas? I'm just talking about what I'm thinking while this is. Why you gotta go overseas? We have those here. Okay, then he says he thinks that's how Will got into being with men. Okay, this is crazy. Now, don't forget we're watching. And Opinion's texting me. Opinion's texting me. So this is one of the things she was texting about. Okay, so that's how he got into it. He said eventually he has a relationship with Dwayne Martin. Okay, Tisha Campbell's ex-husband. Tisha Campbell's ex-husband. Now, this is the part that really tripped me and Opinion out. He said that Will wanted him, so they're doing the movie, the TV show, all of us. And Lisa Ray is on the cast of that show. He wanted Brother Bilail to look out for, basically make sure, watch what he's doing, because he had a feeling, Will Smith, that Dwayne was having another affair with Lisa Ray's husband.
Oh my God.
Huh? Now, Lisa Ray has gone on TV One and said, no, she's gone everywhere, and said that he was the reason, Dwayne Martin, that her marriage fell apart. But at the time, she said he would find women for other people, and maybe he was finding men for your man. I don't know. But Opinion, you go ahead, Perry.
I think it was said that he stole her husband, is what she said.
Yeah.
Lisa Ray.
Oh, yeah.
He just
thank you for correcting. But this tripped me out. Opinion, why were you texting me saying this is too much?
Because it was too much. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, y'all two grown married men, and you worried about another married man cheating on you with another man. I can't.
It was too much. It was too much. This is what he said. Nobody has any way of verifying this. According to him, he showed Tasha pictures and evidence of Will being bisexual. That's what they call him. We all heard the news that, and he admitted to it, that he buys Dwayne Martin a house, cars, giving him money. You know, now listen, I love Opinion's my girl. I like Opinion, but I'm not gonna buy her no damn Lamborghini. Period. Like, period. That is an indication to me that maybe something was going on. I'm not giving you a Lamborghini. I'm not going to do it. Go ahead, Perry.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, in essence, what you're saying that, you know, him being that generous is an indicator, maybe, perhaps, that Dwayne was his sugar baby. Right?
I haven't been. Why am I laughing? I don't think it's funny. It's an awkward topic. It's an awkward topic.
Right. No, but I'm just saying that, you know, right. And
is he sugar baby or sugar daddy?
No, that Dwayne was his sugar baby. You know, sugar baby, like sugar daddies take care of the sugar babies. They pay their bills, cable bills.
That's what it sounds like. It
sounds laundry, lay on their sheets, all that.
Sounds like Dwayne was a kept man. And
the way you talk about Will was the sugar mama, okay?
Yeah.
There you go. I got you.
Now the rumors, he didn't say this, but the rumors was that Tisha Campbell had no idea But according to the rumors, these are the rumors, when she found out, this is the reason that she divorced him. She didn't even know that her house was in Will's name, something, but she found out that Will was footing the bills.
Right.
And that's awkward. That's awkward. Like if you tell me your best friend Roy, our house is in Roy's name, like for what? Huh? Yeah, it's very, very odd. Now, he said, now this was crazy. He said they were on a movie set. They asked him where Will was. He went to go find Will. Use the keys, and then that's when he walked in, and him and Dwayne were doing the do. Okay, he said they shouted, "Close the door."
My God.
I know it's really awkward for me to even repeat this to you, and I'm not going to tell you everything because I don't want to mess up her views. But we're going over some of this stuff. It's crazy. And he said he's coming back. He got more. This was 2 hours. He walked in, and everybody was startled, and they said, "Close the damn door." He said he went back on the set. He said Will came up and said, "We got to talk." He said, "About what?" Because he just wanted to act like nothing happened. He said, "I need you to sign some paperwork." He said, "To protect you." So he said that. Now, y'all have to help me here. He said, because sometimes your life could be in danger if you have a secret like this, like Eddie Murphy. So we all remember back in the 90s, Eddie Murphy got caught with a transgender woman, and she ends up unalived. Yep. And they're insinuating that Eddie Murphy has something to do with the woman's death. Do you think it gets that serious, Perry, in Hollywood?
Yes. See, like the whole thing is, and not to get off the interview, there's rumors out there about Diddy. All these people, like people will go to every measure to save their name, to protect their coins. Because he had said something about, according to this Bilail story, he said that after the incident, we can't talk about the incident? Or are you saying that it's messing up
the Eddie Murphy stuff? I ain't trying to get deep into Eddie.
Oh, no. I was saying, Bilail saying that he was his assistant, and since Will was part of the production team, he was handling both things. They was needing Will to come in. I guess they was on lunch break. He said normally it's 30 minutes, but seems how he was part of the production, they wanted to go over some things. So they kept blowing up his phone every 3 minutes, right? Hey, where's Will? So he's just pantingly going around the place. He's seen Will car in the parking lot and was like, okay, now I know he's here. He go to Will's room, not there. But seems how he was Dwayne Martin assistant at that time, working for him. He had the keys.
But you don't have to go into details like that. You don't. Why are you going into details? What are you trying to get to?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm not trying to.
No, I was just talking about
do the integrity. I'm just saying, do you think it gets that serious in Hollywood?
Yeah, I do.
That they will unalive somebody to keep their secrets. What do you think about that opinion? It's crazy. Opinion? Maybe she had to go. I think it gets that serious in Hollywood because I didn't even realize that with the whole Eddie Murphy thing that the woman is no longer with us. Child, that is a mess. But he said he didn't sign anything. He never signed a waiver. He just never went back.
Right.
APC says, Usher, gay, Kiki mom exposed it. What's the live link? Oh, for Tasha, you have to go to her app. So you have to pay, I don't know. I don't know how much it is, but it's on her live app. That's why I can't go into all of it in great details, but opinion, what do you think that they will go that far in Hollywood to unalive you, to keep out their secrets?
I don't know. The way he talking about the people in Hollywood, like they the mafia.
He knows she's right, but I mean, he said I don't know. But that's what he said. And do you believe him, Perry?
I do.
And walking in on Will Nim, do you think he made that story up?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't validate a damn thing. It's his story, but the story
do you
sounds
believe him?
believable from what you've heard in the past and all that. Now, the guy could be lying through his damn teeth. The only person who would really truly know will be him and Will. At this point, I don't know, but
I don't think nobody gonna lie about that.
I mean, well,
I just don't think
that could be
anybody
true.
will
I
lie
mean,
about
the
that.
story, the things he said made me believe him. Now, I had to make a judgment call. I just started to believe him.
I believe him.
Maybe not everything, but pretty much his story sort of made sense. How he said
But
it.
with that being said, this is none of our business. We shouldn't care what Will does in his bedroom. But it is.
No, it's not about what he do in the bedroom. It's just what's out there. If people writing books on this shit and they want you to read it, it have became our business, or it have gained our interest in the story. I'm sure they want you to talk about the book if you read it. So if you're gonna talk about your little freakiness, we're gonna talk about that too.
It's just very he said that one of the reasons that Will has stayed. Oh my God, this was so good. I don't know if I should say it. He said one of the reasons that Will has stayed in this marriage so long is because Jada was holding things over his head. One of the things was he's bi, and the second reason I feel guilty saying it is because Will Smith has put hands on Jada Pinkett Smith. And he put hands on her when he walked into the room. So they had been doing their couples things, swapping, and they he said that one time they wanted to hook up with J-Lo and
Diddy.
He said they wanted to
basketball. We playing basket.
Perry.
To the hoop.
Perry's making a joke because Jamie Foxx allegedly went to a naked all-men basketball party. I don't know. It's a mess. Anyway, he said that Jada started having an affair with Mark Anthony. We all knew that. He knew that they were sleeping around and it bothered him. He came home one day. They were on the couch. Why are they in the couch? Why aren't they in the bedroom? Why aren't they at a hotel? This is Mark Anthony. He got money. Jada got money. Why are they in a public part of the house? He said they came in the house. He said Will seen them hooking up and Will beat her to a pulp. That's deep. He said so bad she had to go to the hospital and she had some injury. And
no, they had to make a hospital at the home.
He didn't go to the hospital. They had to make a makeshift hospital because they're so famous. You can't let it out. They had to create a hospital within the house until she healed, and that's why her. I think we was talking about the other day about her facelift or whatever, but it's like her cheeks.
He said she had to put in cheek implants
or something like that.
Opinion, do you believe the story? It's crazy. It's crazy. Will Smith is a nice guy, but everybody has a breaking point.
And that would be a breaking point. You walk in, you open the doors, and next thing you know, your living room couch vibrating. No, hell no. That just can't be happening.
We don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I said, but I have heard the rumors about Jada and Mark Anthony. We've heard that for a long time. So, and I had heard that she was working on a movie called Hawthorne, and Will got so jealous that he had the movie, the series. It was a TV show called Hawthorne. Had it shut down. Do you guys remember Hawthorne? Where she was?
She played a doctor now.
Say it again.
She played a doctor. She was Dr. Hawthorne.
Yep. And then it was a hit show, and then it just closed down abruptly. And they're saying that's because of that affair. I don't see Will putting his hands on somebody. but everybody has a breaking point, so I can't say it's 100% not possible. And sometimes some people are saying, now this is not me, this is what I was reading in the blog. Some people are saying that they had a feeling that she was holding something over him, and that's how he acts. Anyway, he also said that Jada Pinkett chips away at Will's self-esteem. Child, this was a mess. He couldn't do anything right, and he always wanted to please her. So much so that he went to a sex doctor, maybe a therapist, to learn how to please her in the bedroom. And one time she made the public statement. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Perry, in opinion. She said, "You suck in bed and your peen is small."
Mm-hmm. He got a little peewee. And see, you can't be telling, like men got pride, just like girls. I mean, girls don't want nobody saying no crazy shit like that. And she out there, he can't satisfy me. I need me a turkey bone, and he coming in with a little peewee. Ain't no therapy gonna fix that shit. He gonna need some kind of implant or something.
Okay, y'all ask me why I'm laughing. This is an uncomfortable subject. This is uncomfortable. And Jada Pinkett Smith plays head games. I believe it 110%. We all know that Will he's just a nice guy. I don't care if he slapped Chris, his core. We all make mistakes. He's a nice guy, and he fell victim to this narcissist. She's narcissist. When you, I forgot the best part. When you demean somebody for years and he's chipping away, and we all feel, or maybe me, Perry, and maybe opinion feel that the reason he slapped Chris was because of Jada.
Yeah, all the frustrations built up. Hell, you can't get respected at home. Now you at the Oscars and you can't get respected. You see what I'm saying? That shit frustrates you.
No, I'm laughing.
Have your hand just trembling all goddamn day.
No, I think he did it because at first he was laughing, y'all. Let's be for real. He was laughing at first when it slapped. Shh. He was laughing at first. So when the slap happened, I think he looked at Jada, and he didn't want Jada to feel a certain type of way. His thing has always been to protect Jada at all times.
And Will Smith, I hate to say this, he bought into her nonsense. She's a narcissist. We all know the cycle of narcissist relationship, love bombing, and then hell after that. She feels she's a control freak. She's a sex addict. And get this, he said, yeah, she does do the natural mushrooms and all that. He said, but she also an addict, drug addict. He said, she hooked on Percocet, to be specific. Tasha says, how do you know? Because she made me put it in my name and I had to go pick it up. Child. Have y'all ever seen Jada talking? Hold on, these are coming in. Straight, bi, or gay, this doesn't change how I feel about Will. I don't think it changed it. I think it kind of backfired for Brother Bilail, because now all of Will's fans, and he's got millions of them, are coming through saying this ain't right. Shut up. Don't try to demean this man and tear him down. And you know he's fragile. You said he was fragile. I still love him as a person and great actor. Now, Jada, that's another story.
Yeah.
My opinion, I think Jada paid Brother Bilail to come out with this story to drum up more publicity for herself and her book. I wouldn't put it past her. You can't put anything.
I don't think it was Jada. It might have been somebody else, but it wasn't Jada, okay? Because the way he dragged Jada, okay, he grabbed her by her edges. Now it wasn't Jada.
I mean, I'm not trying to come down on Jada. I'm repeating what he said. I can't help how I feel. Jada, you're a bad person, in my opinion. I don't like you. And then, was it Pinion or Perry? Somebody pointed out that Will is the real star. We have never, I can't think of one movie that Jada just killed without an ensemble cast. If she has starred in a killer Hollywood movie, let me know. Let me know in the chat, because she's not a box office draw. The only reason she's a draw because of Will Smith. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe my opinion has changed on her, because I don't like her. I don't like her at all. And I don't like what she did to Will. I don't like what she did to her kids. I don't like all the sex stuff. That's just me. You know, I'm a prude. I don't like all that. You just sleeping with everybody and all this all day long, feeling on yourself. Because, you know, she said she was addicting you. You go and you on your lunch break. Child, I can't. You all in the bathroom. Ooh, ooh, to yourself. Aren't you sleeping with enough people?
Yeah, pork chops and ham.
I'll be right back. Ooh,
turkey.
No, I can't.
Stuffing the turkey and everything.
And I ain't even shit you cook. I don't know where your hands have been. What are your thoughts, Perry, on Jada? A narcissist? Did I peg it right?
No. I think most of the stuff he's saying, like from her upbringing, and I know Opinion said we can't validate it. No, we can't validate none of this shit we saying. We basing off this interview and West said. Now, how did he know about her childhood? He said that he had conversations with Jada. Maybe Jada, if anybody masturbating at 8, they probably tell you all kind of stories when they on the perk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he know it, but it can make sense because she do come across very controlling. And he had said something that from her life in Baltimore, by her being poor, you know, mother out there on drugs and stuff like that, she had to do things for money. That made her have a dislike for these men she had to work for to gain money.
He did say that. He said Jada Pinkett does not like men. Well, I don't know if she don't like them, but I think she uses them.
Right. And you know, it's almost like that. It was some movie where this woman got, you know, taken advantage of early in her life, and she used that to set men up. She would give it.
Was it called Fatal Attraction?
Yeah, it could have been. It's some
shit like that. Was it called Misery? The girl is a nut job. Opinion, is Jada, in your opinion, a narcissist, or am I judging her too harshly? And is Will Smith caught up in the cycle of abuse?
Oh, I definitely think it's something psychotic going on in that house. I mean, look at the children as an example of what's happening. I do feel like it's something that needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I can't say this man is all the way credible, because there were places where he contradicted himself too. So I'm just not gonna buy the Kool-Aid all the way. But I will say, you know, the stuff he was putting out is very salacious, and I would hate it if it was me and this stuff was coming out about me or somebody in my family. Like, this is the fighting words right here. So I don't know.
But what part did he contradict himself?
You know how he said, "Oh well, I'm not down in Will," and then he was like, "Anybody that say that, I'll come to them directly." And it's like, boy, you just aired this boy out. How you did not try to just down him? Yeah, you did. You took him down. You got in the bus. You cranked that thing up. You put your foot on the gas and just ran over him. And then you saw he wasn't unalive yet. You pulled the thing. You put it back in reverse and ran back over one more time.
Okay, Opinion. So let's think outside the box for a second. What if he was this real good friend of Will's, or really wanted to help Will, and no, this is the only way he gonna force Will to see the light?
Oh no.
No? Okay.
Perry, even the reason why he mad at Will, he took Will out the equation. He said it was Jada and her team, and Will's team was there, but they had to listen to Jada. So why are you still mad at Will? That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You put it in that light and you give it to us, and you want us to take it in. Okay, I'm listening.
He said that, but then he also said the reason why he felt this way about Will, because Will let it happen.
Ooh, he
Somebody
did
else
say
did
that.
me wrong. Why I can't go put hands on Will then? Why I can't reserve everything I got to say until I talk to my friend, my supposed to be friend? And then he
Uh-huh.
sat there in the interview and said, I was a friend of Will, but Will was never a friend of me. So then why would you do business with somebody you know you ain't a friend with? You see what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that that make you say,
These are facts. Both of y'all right. I'm torn. I don't know what
Okay,
to
well,
believe.
yeah, and he said with the radio station, the incident back there where he covered for Will, he lied for him. He considered that being his friend. But when he go to Will and say, "Damn, man, something wrong with your damn woman," he don't do nothing, and he just let it happen. So maybe he started to figure, Will don't have his back the way he had his.
Well,
I don't know.
where are you going with this, Perry? Where are you going with this?
No. When he said that I was a friend of Will's, he wasn't
Right.
a friend of mine. Meaning that he's done things to support Will and have his back.
So
Will,
where are you going with it? You're saying that he's mad at Will. What will explain it?
no,
Don't
yeah, he's
explain what
mad.
happened. Say what are you trying to get
He's
at?
basically mad at Will for not having his back, or sticking up for him even when he went man to man and talked to him about something after he had, well, I was just throwing some shit
I
out there.
don't know. I don't know.
then he sat here and said he didn't have to pay for nothing. Will told him to stack his money. You don't got
Uh-huh.
to pay for nothing when you work for him. He ain't pay for no food. He ain't
Yep.
pay for no housing. He ain't pay for nothing. And then he gave him the connections. I
Yeah.
just can't see me being this ungrateful to somebody who did this much for me.
No. People get ungrateful. People are ungrateful. You could do the most for them. And they interpret it like I've done all this. It's
Uh-huh.
me. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how he was acting to me. Like he wouldn't have even been in California if it wasn't for Will. So
Right.
he showed no loyalty, but then he claims that he's doing this because he doesn't like Jada and he's sick of Will being drugged around by her. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all confusing. But I think what opinion wants us to walk away with, Perry, is that he has a motive.
I get it. It's he's writing a book. I mean, the book is going to give him financial capital.
And so that's a financial
Right.
reward.
Or
So people will do anything for money, including lie or exaggerate
right.
or
Well,
all of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, if a person do something like that and you start writing books, tell all and shit, you didn't tell it all for free. You doing that shit for money. And
Well,
as
okay.
much
So he
as
says to Tasha K, did you pay? He lives overseas. He said, did you pay? I was overseas. Did you pay for my flight? Tasha says no. He said, did you pay me for this interview? She says no. So he's saying that money is not the motive, but money's the motive. Come
it
on,
has to
y'all.
be, well, and if they didn't pay him, he's on there to promote his book
Mm-hmm.
that he's coming out with. Or promote the book. If I keep just talking about this shit, maybe they'll pay me for me to shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that. And as often as seem like from his stories, Jada bedroom door been opening and closing. Maybe he mad because he didn't get in. I don't know. I just don't
Okay,
know.
Paris being absolutely ridiculous. This is all what else I wanted to add because I don't want to sit up there and demean her, Tasha making her money. But he said that sometimes Will would get so low, and I believe he said it was after the slapping that he thought about unaliving himself. That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe it. The world turned on Will when he slapped Chris Rock. Everyone was like, "Zoof, get rid of him." He got kicked out the academy. His career went up in flames by one action, and all of those years of work went out the window.
Yeah. I
Also,
mean,
go ahead, Perry.
oh yeah, no, I mean, you're saying one action, but it was his history that built up to that one point. That was his breaking point. From all the way it seemed like Jada has been taking his manhood away,
No,
doing
I'm
all
not
these.
talking about in their
Oh,
marriage. I'm talking about career wise.
okay, I got you. Okay.
He did a lot of work and he was a #1 African American actor.
Right, right.
And it just went down, and then he's dealing with Jada's psychological narcissistic patterns. And when you are in that much, when people get in that much pain, till you feel like the only way out, because it physically hurts,
Right.
is to unalive myself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want nobody in that situation.
No,
And now, opinion, tell them what you found out about them canceling all of his movies and all of that because of Jada.
Yeah. He had a movie that was coming out on Netflix that's been pushed back. It ain't got a date on it no more. It was supposed to came out the end of November. It's been pushed back. He was also supposed to be doing another Bad Boys movie. I heard it's dead in the water now too. I feel sorry because this man has had it coming back to back to back to back. And for him to know that his friend or whoever, however you want to classify him, his employee or his employer, to know that he was already broken, and then you do this interview to literally drag him by his scalp because it was so much more in this interview that she didn't tell you. So just I couldn't believe it. I got a headache really because yeah, that blew my mind. I'm trying to process it all. I wouldn't do this to my worst enemy.
Didn't you have to sit there for a while and go, what did I just watch? Whoa. And there's more. You guys have to go watch. I don't want to tell you the whole thing because I don't want to bury her work and stop her money. But this is more. And guess what? That's part 1. He's supposed to be coming back later in the month for part 2.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him because that next international flight, he might not make it back.
It's so sad. Starguy says, so he said Will was so low that he wanted to unalive himself. So he thought it'd be a good idea to go out Will as gay and bi to the world. Terrible. It's not terrible. It's horrible. It's
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Because some of the stuff he was saying, I'm telling you, like I was in shock. And then the fact that he was like, oh yeah, and he done been with these other people, but I ain't gonna name them because they ain't did nothing to me. It was like, so you meant to hurt him with this because you said you weren't gonna name them because they ain't do nothing to you.
Let's start taking comments because I see some comments I want to respond to. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody said Will isn't innocent in all of this. We're not saying that he is. He was along with Jada and let her do this and he did that. But I'm just saying it's sad to see anybody get to the point where they want to unalive themselves. It's sad how he ended his career and then he was working really hard to make a comeback. And Will is I don't want to call him he's not strong. He's not strong. Some of that stuff, let's keep going. And if y'all want to answer some of these questions, y'all can jump into. God will definitely punish all of them. God has a big breakthrough for Will Smith. I believe that. They will regret how they treated Will.
Yeah.
I don't know. Opinion, what you see happening to Will next? This is because I don't think they're going to sue. I just don't.
I think they're going to sue because he got a book coming out. You know what I'm saying? And he said there was a lot more in the book that he didn't, and he got scan code so you can go figure this stuff out. Let me tell you something. This interview right here gave me too much already. Okay, I didn't want to know this much. Like, I was expecting to go on there and hear what I had already heard. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to go the route that it went. I wasn't expecting to hear 2 black men being outed for being abusers neither. I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He got a hard on for Dwayne Martin too, so cause he drugged him too. I don't know.
Perry and Sharrell, if anyone went on a blogger's YouTube and made comments like that about y'all, you would sue. I would sue, but I don't think they're gonna sue for a couple reasons. They described Will as being very fragile right now. I don't want to put him through that. I just don't. Second of all, I don't think they're going to go to court, go on the stand, talk about their sex lives and their lives and have all these people coming up. It's just not good. It's for me. I don't know. Maybe y'all right, but for me, I just think that they shouldn't sue. I don't think they're going to sue. I think they tried to scare Tasha yesterday, and she did what she did, and now we're here. But I think it backfired. What Brother Bilail was trying to do, I think it backfired. I think it made people more sympathetic. If I'm wrong, let me know in the chat, to Will, because it's like, damn, no one wants to see you anybody get to a point where you want to be on the line. Flutter says, why didn't people make a big fuss when Jaguar Wright put out information about Will and Jada? First of all, Jaguar Wright put a lot of information on a lot of people. And she started talking. I didn't forgot. Did she talk about Will and Jada? I didn't forgot.
Yeah, I think the difference is too, though. People look at the Bilail guy as being more credible. When they think about Jaguar Wright, no offense, first thing they think is why the fuck you lying? I'm just saying.
Was Jaguar lying?
What? No, I don't know. I mean, Jaguar had told a lot of stories.
She did.
Some of them I can believe is true. Mm-hmm. But when you mix in other 10 or 15 that's not, or you don't believe. Now, I don't know none of the stuff. All that shit she could be saying is right. It just didn't make sense to me. But more people probably give him more credibility.
I feel bad for Will Smith. I don't know, but y'all say I'm a wuss and I feel bad for everybody, but I really do. More sympathetic to Will Smith.
You know what? No,
go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh
yeah. No, I'm saying no. I'm not going to feeling bad for him. I mean, because I think, have he made all the smart choices and stuff in life? None of us have, right? He could have got with Jada, did whatever, but I think that he could be bisexual, whatever. It shouldn't matter. That's your life, right? I mean, there's a lot of bisexual people that have, good lives and anything else, and nobody's looking at them any different, and we shouldn't. But
you don't feel sorry for Will Smith?
No. I said I do.
Oh, okay.
I do feel sorry for him from the standpoint. It's not about a sexuality thing. It's at this point, his wife is sort of out there. He needs to get rid of some of these people around him. If you got a friend, seriously, that's gonna come out here and know that you about ready to end it all, and then hold up, let me write this book, and really make you go faster at it. It's just ridiculous to me.
Jaguar was not close to a lot of people she spoke about. Bilail was friends with them for decades. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's true.
His downfall was marrying peanut-headed Jada, period. People aren't liking her. We didn't like her when she did her book thing, but it's really bad now. People in his chat don't know Will Smith is a simp. Yeah, okay, that's her opinion. And where's there smoke, there is fire. Let me reword this, Michelle, because simp is kind of harsh. Vulnerable. Gullible. Am I being too hard on? Like, he's not street. It's not street. He's not used to them kind of head games Jada be playing with him. And she just plays gay. She came in and ruined his life, if you ask me. Angry bus driver. Comes the territory of being famous. They all go through it. Why should he be different? I don't know why I feel sorry for him. I just do. But I have a tendency to do that with a lot of people. A lot. Opinion, why are you feeling so sorry for Will?
Because out of all the celebrities that do the most egregious things in this world, we give them chances after chances after chances. This man has had a near spotless career until that slap happened. And the way they just drugged that man fulfilled, I mean, they didn't give him a pass. They didn't give him a pat on the back. They didn't say, oh, you can make your one mistake. They didn't do him like that. Here it is. We got people out here that's, oh, it's okay for them to fight, okay? And it's okay for you to knock somebody's teeth out, but you can still be okay to come around and trope around. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all whatsoever. I feel like this was a breach of personal information. The stuff we heard, while it was salacious, it's a breach of personal information. Nobody wants their personal business spread out like this. He knew he was wrong, and Tasha K knew she was wrong. I feel like they breached this man's personal life. Now you on drag Jada, that's fine. That's the person you claim did something to you. Then drag her. But you really did. You did a number on Will. Like I'm telling you, you ain't heard half of it. If I was Will, I'd be ready. I'd be ready to fight.
Star Guy says Jada gives me the vibe of being a witch. You could put a B in the place of a W. It's like she puts spells on people. Voodoo. Let's talk about this, and then we gotta go. We got 4 minutes. Perry, Cardi B is pissed. She said, Tasha ain't gonna change. Tasha shouldn't have did this interview. Tasha is doing Will wrong. You are trying to damage this man's career. She has the power to start garnishing Tasha's paychecks. Thoughts on the whole situation? Because it's not Tasha telling the story.
Just for 1 second. I think you missed the super chat.
I missed the super chat.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Espar.
Does it say they will sue the Smiths? The Smiths having long money? Yeah, they do. It will not make it to court because they won't have the money to fight it. Will, Jada, and Dwayne can let the case stay in court for years. I don't know how to put it on the screen, Espar, but thank you. You are so right. You don't mess with people that got long money. And the Smiths have more money than Cardi B. Why is she mad at Cardi? Is she taking her to court? What do you
Why is Cardi B mad? I think Cardi B had a little change of heart when Tasha came out and did that video about like apologizing and stuff like that, right? I think she thought about it. I was like, damn, okay, maybe I don't have to go that far. But I think behind the scenes, she was getting backlash too. Maybe the husband saying, damn, you a damn fool. Or whoever, right? She ain't changed. But then when this come out, what, two weeks later or something? Now it's hard for her to say she changed. Cardi B could have felt like she changed, but by her having this interview,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What did Tasha do wrong? She did an interview.
I know.
What the man said is what he said. Go ahead. Right.
As far as Tasha K interview, I don't think she did nothing wrong. She actually said, "These are your words. This is your story." Now, that's all. I mean, she just heard the man's story. I don't think she did nothing wrong in that situation, but I think when you already got the pressure on people looking at you like maybe being a fool by letting go of the lawsuit, and when you see this, it's like, damn, maybe it's not her fault, but here she is still being messy by, exposing Will with this guy's story. I'm thinking.
Opinion. Why is Cardi B so mad? This has nothing to do with Cardi B.
I think because Tasha sat up there and she cried and said, I don't want to hurt nobody no more. And then you turned around and you heard a whole gang of people. You drug them by their hair. I mean, you sat there. She didn't have to do this interview. Let's be honest. She didn't have to do this. Like, these rumors been out there for years. She could have let it go.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
She put gasoline on that fire and lit it ablaze.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. That's Tasha K's job.
It might be your job, but your morals and integrity come in play, and you say, "Hey, look, I can't do this. Okay, my morals and integrity will not let me stoop this low."
Do you think that now Cardi's mad enough to start garnishing Tasha's checks?
Of course, I think the lightheartedness that she was feeling at the moment is over, and Cardi like, yeah, you gonna run me out, man, and I wouldn't be surprised if next week they ain't fighting again.
Damn.
This is it's really a lot going on here, because now that means that Tasha K has to do everything that Cardi B says. That's our job. We're bloggers. We get the scoop. That's what y'all hear. If she didn't do this interview, nobody would be in
Okay,
this chat.
Sharrell, let me play devil advocate with you. Okay, if somebody tell you this man is a half of a billionaire, okay, and he got people that's around him to make sure he's straight, and they see him breaking right now, and this man and Tasha K is the reason why. You think it's gonna take too much money to squash her?
No, you don't mess with
Exactly.
people with
So
long
why
money.
would you play with somebody like that? I can't play with me like that. Okay, I gotta know I'm taken care of in the first place. I'm not gonna put myself and my family in danger. If he's sitting here saying somebody already been offed, okay, you just said this out of your mouth. You think I'm gonna put it out? Oh no, I don't want to be in it. Okay, my name Benny, I ain't in it.
Right. And then let me add on to what she's saying too. And I think if you go back to that day when Tasha made that video, she tried to go, she made it real personal. Like, Cardi, you should never, my heart go out to you and your kids and stuff, because you should never want to end it all. Remember that post Cardi B made? So she played that role. Like, if a person could want to end it all, she get to show sympathy to it, but only because she owed that person $4 million. Okay.
I think you're saying also opinion is that, yeah, it's our job to be bloggers and we get interviews and dirt. But Tasha got to be extra careful because we all don't have the $4 million hanging over our head. So she got to be really
And
careful.
she ain't. Here's the thing, Tasha K. If she said like if she really is broke like she say she is, why would I want to go up against a machine?
Well, I'm torn because I'm a blogger. I cannot. This is why I didn't like Candy Burris. Don't tell me what to do or say or how to run my channel. Like, I'm a big stickler on that. But you're right. Tasha has a new set of different rules because of the lawsuit. And that's what happens when you lose.
But Candy ain't worth for $500 million neither. If she was worth the $500 million, and if she
And
had people paying her $50 million, because he said this, $50 to $30 million to keep his dirt clean, to keep his record clean, you
Right.
think they gonna let this slide?
so what about that period? Opinion saying Tasha got to be very careful who she deals with these days, and if they got long money, run. That's what she
Well,
said.
yeah, I mean,
Run.
the money always an important part, but I would say this: it make her look like a hypocrite when you come out here and make this thing like you had this life breaking moment. Now you care about people. I really care about you, Cardi, because you
It's
should
her
never say
job. It's her job. I hate it when people get mad
no,
because I'm
no,
doing.
no. Okay, outside the story, if
Mhm.
this guy said this story and that man, Will, wasn't never thinking about ending it all,
Yeah.
would you do a story? How great it could be if you know when you do this story, this person might end it all. When she used that same thing to make Cardi B feel bad inside, like, oh, I do got a life. This person do care about me. Let me, you
Yep,
know.
I'm there with you, Perry.
But when you come back now, okay, well, I was just worried about her life because I owe her $4 million. But I can go ahead and jeopardize this other guy.
Child, it's a lot. It's a
I don't know.
lot. I'm glad I'm not Tasha K. Cece says it reminds me of when Tasha K did the interview involving Larry Reed. Child, let's not do that. Larry is the sweetest person on the internet. It's a lot. We all got our opinions, even though maybe she shouldn't have done the interview. Who knew? Whatever. It was a good interview. Is Can we believe everything this man says? No. There's no, like Opinion said, maybe he's embellishing some things. We don't know him from Adam.
Well, for
It
me,
was just an interview, people.
yeah, I
It was
believe
just
people.
but I will say to Will Smith, I feel bad. What do I want to say to Will Smith? Just hang in there. I don't know what to say to him. Because I feel
Well,
bad
just
and
wish
I
him the best
understand.
and wish that he can get past all this drama and be the person he want to be.
Will needs some
Whatever.
counseling.
He should be able to live his own life, huh? What?
He needs to get stronger. And I hate to hear about anybody wanting to unalive themselves, especially, a person that's brought so many joy. I love Will Smith movies. It's just a mess. And it is no right or wrong here. It's just a mess. Anyway, You guys, they said there's going to be a part 2. There's going to be a part 2. And we'll see. I'll follow this story. It's a hot mess. It really is. All right. Anybody got anything to say?
No, I'm good.
All right. You guys. We'll see you next video. Bye, you guys. We're out. Go ahead, Jerry. Take it away.
I'm out.
Bye, everybody.
This shit, I'm out. No thanks.